So hi guys, welcome to my channel once again. My name is Emanuela and this is Emanuela's perspective. So on today's video, we are just going to rant. No, no. So today's video is just about the question, how do you guys make life-changing decisions, choices, decisions? How do you guys do it? So I'm new to this whole adulting thing. Not exactly new, but I've been like 9 months into adulting, and man, it hasn't been easy. Hasn't been easy. I have a whole video coming up on 5 things no one told me about adulting. 5 things no one tells you about adulting. And yeah, my experiences so far. I wish I could just run back to being a dependent. Like just have someone else make all these life-changing decisions for me, because man, it is so hard. Like you have to be wise, you have to be pragmatic, you have to be objective, you have to be a lot of things. You have to be sensible, you have to look to the future, you have to be able to look into the future and then see what the impact of these decisions or these choices you are making is going to be, and then you have to be wise enough to make the right pick. And that is a lot. Like it was so much easier when my parents were just doing all these for me. Like now I have a high sense of responsibility, and that's why I like to dodge responsibility too, because I know that when a responsibility is committed to me, like I am responsible for the outcome of whatever I choose, whatever I pick. And that's a lot on these young shoulders. That's a lot on these young shoulders. I want to go back to being dependent. Life changing decisions like where you are going to live, picking an apartment. that was that wasn't so difficult because I didn't have a lot of choices and I knew what I wanted. But then things like where you are going to live, for instance, choosing between jobs. If you have a couple of job options that are good, that have their pros and cons, how do you know which one to pick that will be more beneficial to you in the future? Not just looking at the current, the immediate benefits for your future, your development, career growth, opportunities, all those things. You now have to weigh and balance both sides, and that's a lot. I wish I could just outsource it. Like I wish I could just contract somebody to just handle all my decision making. Okay, just take all the pros and the cons of each side and then just package them and provide me with the best choice. I could outsource it to my parents, but I'm too strong headed. I'm too strong headed to listen to them at this point now. I listen to my parents, but my mind had been liberated already. So going back to taking instructions from them for every life changing decision that I have to make may not be that easy. But I could try it. I could try it. But I really wish I could just outsource my decision making, because man, it's a lot of responsibility, okay? And I have to be responsible. Like, I have to be responsible for my future. Like, the decisions I'm making now are going to play out in 10, 20 years from now. And then I'm now going to look back and wish that I picked the other one. For instance, taking this COVID vaccine now. On these young shoulders, the responsibility lies to decide whether to take the vaccine or not. Am I even supposed to talk about in this video? I don't know. Maybe it's one of those prohibited, like off topics. But if I was in my parents' house, I took vaccines. Like I was vaccinated when I was a child and all of that. But with all the stories, with everything, all the information going around, I don't even know what to even think. So I'm just stalling. Like I don't know what to do. Like I was vaccinated as a child. I took those vaccines. I didn't have a choice, and I think it's easier when you don't even have a choice. That way, the stress of having to pick between two things is no longer there. I think it's easier when you don't have much options. Because when you have many options, then the dilemma of what to pick comes in. I'm this kind of person that likes to let things happen to me. I like to let like the universe pick for me. I like to let the universe choose for me because I feel like even bad things or seemingly bad things that can happen as a result of a choice, it might not be entirely bad. There might still be one or two good things to pick out of it, and it might be worthwhile at the end of the day. So yeah, I just like to let things happen. I go to buy food. Sometimes I wish I could just let the person that is selling just decide what I'm going to what to give me, because it's so much of a responsibility to pick what you're going to buy. Jollof rice or fried rice, for instance, they are both good, they are nice. So how do you make a decision between those two nice, beautiful things? I hope you're getting my point now. Are you getting my point now? The dilemma is a lot. How do you choose between chicken or turkey, for instance? I feel like I should really look into outsourcing my decision making. Although that choosing between jollof rice or fried rice is not, it's not a changing decision, but still goes to show my points. So guys, how do you guys handle life changing decision making? That's my question on this video. And I think I've about said all that is on my mind on the subject. I would like to know in the comment section, how do you feel like you want to run back to to being a child, being a dependent? I personally feel like it's much easier. Life is so much easier as a dependent. Forget all this independent babe, this is that. I've always been independent, even during my childhood. I've always been independent, and I've been like, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to have my life the way I want it. Oh man, man, the decision making is whoa. Anyway, that's all for this video. I will see you in my next video. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Please like, share, subscribe, and peace out.